everyone. Today I'm going to talk on the subject matter of IRAs, IRAS, individual retirement arrangements, sometimes referred to as individual retirement accounts. There are two different types of IRAs. There is the traditional IRA, and then there is the Roth IRA. Please note that contribution and distribution rules are slightly different for the IRAs. For more detailed information regarding the differences, you can refer to the IRS publication 590. In this publication, you will find information regarding the maximum amount of contributions that can be made, any age limitations, the distribution rules, exceptions, etc. Now, I want to talk a little bit about the IRAs. Generally, if a person takes a distribution prior to the age of 59 and a half years old, the amount that has been withdrawn will be taxable as ordinary income, and there will be a 10% penalty fee attached. And that 10% penalty fee is because you took the distribution prior to the age of 59 and a half years old. Now, as for the Roth IRA, there are two different types of distributions. There's what is considered a qualified distribution, and then there's the non-qualified distribution. If your Roth IRA distribution is considered non-qualified, the amount withdrawn will be taxed as ordinary income and will incur the 10% penalty if you are not the age of 59 and a half at the time of withdrawal. Now, please note that when you do take a distribution, you should receive a Form 1099-R. On this form, several things that will be shown is the distribution amount, gross distribution. In some cases, the taxable amount of that distribution will be shown, but in some cases, the box checked will be undetermined taxable amount. So you're not going to always show what the taxable amount is. Box 7 of the 1099-R will show the distribution code. And if my memory serves me correctly, I think there's about 25 different distribution codes that can be shown on the 1099-R. I am going to talk about a few of those that I have seen on a regular basis and that I'm most familiar with. If there is a number 1 in box 7, this is the distribution code for an early withdrawal and no known exception. If there is a number 2 in box 7, this is also indicating an early withdrawal, but there is a known exception. If there is a number 3 in box number 7, this refers to a disability distribution. If there is a number 4 in box 7, this refers to a distribution relating to a death. If there is a number 7 in box number 7, this refers to a normal withdrawal. If there is the letter G in box number 7, this will indicate that there was a rollover, meaning that the distribution was taken from one account and rolled over, put into another account. Usually, when there is a letter G, tax is not applied. Typically, rollovers are not applicable to tax. So it is very important that you make sure that the correct distribution code is shown in box 7, as the distribution code will indicate whether that distribution is taxable or not, or to what extent it's taxable. Now, for the 10% penalty fee, there are exceptions, as there are exceptions to all rules. And for the traditional IRA, some of the exceptions that apply to the 10% penalty is first-time home buyer, qualified education expenses, medical expenses, or disability. There may be a few other exceptions as well, but those are the ones that come to mind. Now, please note that the exceptions are only applied to a certain amount. Example, if you make a withdrawal from your traditional IRA, you're a first-time home buyer, you want to make a withdrawal of $25,000, $30,000. Well, the maximum amount that will meet the exception is only $10,000. So if you withdraw more than $10,000, that additional amount is subject to the 10% penalty. And please note that they have to be qualified expenses. And again, you can read more about that in the IRS publication 590. You can also refer to the IRS website, which is www.irs.gov. I also want to mention that I also have a website, www.audiotaxhelp.com. Again, that's www.audiotaxhelp.com. On my website, you will find information relating to various federal tax topics. I have taken the liberty of recording downloads regarding to over 88 different tax topics. There is also other information on the site that you might be interested in, such as finding out how our tax system came into play, or reading a little bit about the Federal Reserve System. I think you'd find that to be interesting reading. But again, the website address is www.audiotaxhelp.com. Now, I want to speak a little bit more about the exceptions to that 10% penalty. Now, the exception is not automatic. You will need to complete a Form 5329 showing what the exception is in order to not incur that 10% penalty if you have taken a withdrawal prior to the age of 59 and a half. Again, you will need to complete Form 5329 in order to show that an exception applies. Again, it is not automatic. So this concludes my discussion regarding IRAs. And I do hope that the information that I have provided to you in this video, as well as my other tax videos, have been helpful to you and have empowered you enough to take the steps to learn to make your life a little less taxing.